Hello everybody, it's your boy Madao bringing you another Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against another YouTuber known as Pyrotoz. And if you don't already know him, please go to his channel, check him out, leave a like if you want to, sub to him if you want to, or you can sub to me. Either way, it's good. Anyway, Pyrotoz is pretty well known for bringing pokes that aren't normal. As you can see, as his team right now, he brought them Inferno. It's most likely Focus Sash, like every Inferno I ever see. Bibarel, Fearow, and Fearow's my favorite Pokemon, guys, so I have to give him props for that. Grumpig, I see Grumpig seen every now and again. Same thing with Shiftry and Sandshrew, definitely. But really, the Inferno, Bibarel, and Fearow. Anyway, looking at my team, however, my Swallow can go through his team. Once that Sandshrew is gone, my Swallow can definitely handle Shiftry and Inferno. The only problem is Vacuum Wave and Sucker Punch. He can most likely OHKO Grumpig with Facade, do a lot of damage to Fearow, you know Fearow's most likely Scarf, and then do a hefty amount of damage to Bibarel. My Electros, same scenario, where pretty much everything on this team, I pretty much have a move to hurt it with. I got Flamethrower, Grass Knot, so I can hit the Bibarel with Grass Knot, which I don't, or the Sandshrew with Grass Knot. I can hit the Fearow, Bibarel with T-Bolts, I can hit the Shiftry with Flamethrower, so overall it's pretty nice. But anyway, let's start off with the battle. Now I'm going to lead off with my hand arm, my tentacle, as my opponent decides to lead off with his Shiftry. Now this is not a very good matchup for me. However, he's going to set up a substitute first turn as I just go straight for the Toxic Spikes. The only reason why I stayed in instead of Toxic Spikes is because I wanted to make sure that Bibarel Grumpig was toxic or poisoned, and maybe the Sandshrew as well. But anyway, I'm going to end up switching out to Liper, predicting him to go for a Nasty Claw. However, he just goes straight for an extra Sentry, which is very nice. And now I'm going to make a nice play by predicting him to switch out, and instead of going for the Encore, I'm just going to go for the Substitute. That way I can get a free sub and my Liper can start trolling early on in the game. Now, I'm going to... No, one, the poison's going to rack up. And then I'm going to go for a Swagger, hoping that he won't be able to get the rapid spin off just by hoping, you know, he hits himself. It's always a possibility. Unfortunately, he is not going to hit himself. He's going to break through and spin away my one layer of T-Spikes. So the only thing that ended up getting poisoned on his team is the Sandshrew, which, you know, is good enough because that's still one of his walls and it has no way of healing itself. But anyway, he's going to switch out now, go out into his Coco. I'm guessing predicting the Encore, which, you know, good play on his part. Is now at the same time the Inferno does happen to have Vacuum Wave, so he can definitely knock out that sub. However, for some reason he's going to pull off a double switch back out into Sandshrew. I don't know why. I thought if I was him, I would have just went for Vacuum Wave because the foul play does is resisted on Inferno since he is part fighting, and going for the Swagger when I've been the smartest play, plus Vacuum Wave's priority, so I would have knocked out myself. But it's whatever. And luckily for me, he isn't going to be able to get rocks up at all because he will hit himself with Confusion this turn, and combine that damage with the poison, it will bring him down to a low enough amount of HP to the point where I can easily go for foul play and knock out that Sandshrew. So Sandshrew is the first casualty of the game, giving me the 6-5 early lead. Now he's going to end up setting out his Shiftry. Really, I'm guessing just trying to take out my sub, as I'm just going to go for the Swagger. Why not, guys? You know, he's most likely a special attacker by what he showed me with extra Sentry, so I might as well. And then he shows me Giga Drain, which kind of proves to me it's probably only physical attack is Sucker Punch, and I could definitely play around Sucker Punch. And since he happens to be carrying Life Orb, the Giga Drain, even while I'm behind the sub, you know, isn't really helping him. So I'm just gonna go for a second sub as he, for some reason, decides to just switch out. He can goes on to Inferno. Now this is the scenario I'm talking about earlier. He can easily go for a Vacuum Wave just to get rid of my sub, as he does actually do. Easily gets rid of my sub. In fact, it might be able to KO just because his stab. Inferno may not have the best physical attack, but it's still like Inferno 3 Evo. It's still nice. And Liper has very bad defenses. But you see the amount of damage that foul play did nothing. I only went for foul play to break that possible sash. Now I'm going to switch out into my Swallow, actually, except for my Golurk, predicting him to go out into Shiftry, who can pretty much counter Golurk very nicely. However, he ends up going out into Fearow, and since he can't OHKO me, he's scared. Very scared, and he's just going to straight up switch out into Grumpig, as I'm just going to go for a Facade, because I know he can't OHKO me. he goes for the U-turn, I can facade anything that wants to come in and Oko it, as I do end up Okoing this Grumpig, or I could just go Oko the Fearow. So either way, it was a win situation for me. Now he ends up getting a free switch out into his Inferno, who once again carries that Vacuum Wave. I don't want to get hit by that, so I'm going to go out into my Dead Giant or my Golurk, predicting that nicely and getting that normal type of immunity. Unfortunately for me, I was not expecting a Hidden Power Ice. Most likely a Hidden Power Ice might be Hidden Power Grass on this Inferno. So I stayed in and went for a Rock Polish. Now I kind of make a dirt move. I go straight for a Stone Edge just in case his Fearow wanted to come in, since the Earthquake was pretty obvious. Unfortunately, because I went for the Stone Edge, it doesn't kill the Monferno, and the Monferno is successful in taking out my Dead Giant. I was about to say Iron Giant. My Dead Giant, which not a big deal because I got my Predator. And even though I was scared of the Vacuum Wave before, I'm no longer scared of it because I carry the Quick Attack. I will be able to outspeed since I'm naturally faster. And at that range of health, combined with my Guts boost, nah, that Monferno ain't about to live that. So anyways, gonna end up sending out his Choice Scarf Fearow at this point, and I don't want to risk going down because Swellow is a very big part of my team. So I end up going out in the Electros, predicting most likely the Drill Peck or something. And he ends up revealing me that he's actually Life Orb instead, which means I could have stayed in there and just facaded. But it's whatever. He ends up switching on the Shiftry, predicting the Volt Switch. Good play on his part. However, at this point in time, it's not that big of a deal since I expect it's going to do a lot of damage and does enough damage to the point where I can just send in my Swellow yet again. And if he goes for the Sucker Punch, well, I got Quick Attack, so it's going to fail. And luckily for me, the Quick Attack is able to knock out that Shiftry from that range. So Quick Attack, guys, so much better than Protect on Swellow, so much better. Anyway, as you're going to see here, I'm just going to go for the Quick Attack this turn. I don't know why. At that point, I still thought he was Scarfed. I didn't notice the Life Orb earlier. If I did, I would have just went for a Facade. He wouldn't have been able to... Well, actually, he would have been able to take me out. But I would have been able to take out that Fearow as well. But oh well, it's whatever. Now he's going to end up going for another Quick Attack on my Lightbird, since obviously my Lightbird outspeeds. And I'm going to be able to go for the Foul Play and definitely knock out the Fearow from the range of health it was at. Now that the Fearow's gone, I believe all he has left would be the what's it called, the Vibro. So it's pretty much a good game at this point because I do have Electros, so you can just Grass Knot or T-Bolt or Bullet Switch, any of the above. In fact, if I wanted to just be a douche, I could have just Flamethrower. Anyway, Lightbird does go down, Death Foddering, getting a free switch on the Electros, and like I said, I'm just gonna go for Grass Knots. He ends up trying to get a last-ditch effort for a sweep, late game sweep, as he goes for the Endure and reveals to me that I believe he has the Solic Berry. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Let's see. The Solic Berry, yes, the Solic Berry, raising his speed. And then he's gonna hit me with Waterfall, I'm guessing hoping for the flinches. Unfortunately, it doesn't flinch me. I'm able to break through the hacks, go through Grass Knot and knock it out for the win. So good game, pyrotoz. I'm gonna send a link to his channel in the description. Please go check it out. I'm SP Madao, and I will see y'all later.